Hi, I thought we would talk about online dating and safety. So, as I've told many of you, this is my first time being online, dating online at 60, 60 plus here. And one of the things that I am seeing regularly is I'll have a day long conversation with somebody, and all of a sudden they want my personal information. Let's switch emails, let's switch phones, blah, 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 and it just doesn't feel comfortable to me. So after researching it online, obviously trusting my gut is, truthfully, I'd rather meet someone in person in a public area and see if it's a go, and then consider sharing personal information. And the data will tell you the same thing. Again, people are crazy. People are friggin' crazy, and we know that. But what was interesting is I had two gentlemen today. One of them that literally right out of the box is like, "Well, let's share personal." I was like, "I'm not going there." And then this other gentleman that I've actually been having a couple of day conversation with, and actually energetically I really just had to say, thanks for asking, but I'm not really comfortable with that. It's I'm not really comfortable with that, and I would feel much more comfortable meeting you in person in a public place if you're open to that. And, I really hesitated to send it. Like, there's this part of me of actually just realizing sometimes how hard it is to have a boundary for myself, for my safety, for what the data would tell me, for what my gut's telling me, all of this. And I sent it, and I thought, we'll see where this goes. And what was nice is this gentleman responded, was there a tad maybe a little bit of off energy, a little bit. But he said yes, I'm open, and we're actually planning on getting together later this week. So, and I feel good about that. So now all of a sudden I feel nervous in general because now I'm gonna actually see him in person. But, I really just want to talk about this experience of mine of actually having a boundary and how uncomfortable it was, even though I know what all the data says, I know what all the Google research says, and everybody's like, well, get a burner phone. It's like, what? This is way too friggin' complicated. Like, I don't know. I'm too old for this shit. I don't know how else to say it. But what's interesting is I sent the same comment back to someone else today, and although he's online, he hasn't responded. And my gut is by tomorrow we will be unconnected. That's just my gut. So anyway, this is about online dating and safety, and how important it is to trust your gut, to have boundaries, and to feel comfortable